down on the floor so I can see what I'm doing here.
Let's get in the shop and build some.
Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's Alan from Page Fab. Man, we've been away for a little while. Life's been busy. Let's put it that way. We have been doing a little bit here and there. After I got things done on the hot rod, I put it in a trailer and brought my little V8 Ranger in and rebuilt the front end on it. This week we're going to take it in and get it aligned. And then we can start driving it again. And we also got some fresh rubber. Yeah, nothing like fresh rubbers, is there, guys? So we're getting ready to put those on. The track has been open last weekend for test and tune. So this weekend is Easter. It's currently April 15th. So family's coming in, so I won't be able to go to the track this weekend, but Lord willing and everything, all my testing works out, we'll get to go next Saturday. So we're gonna shoot for that and see what happens. So anyway, what are we doing tonight? Well, I just put some alcohol in the tank because I wanted to see if the sight picture thingy or sight tube I added was going to leak. And so far it's dry as a bone. All right, I'm going to turn this around. Roughly 4.5 gallons in the tank, in my little tank here. And you can see my sight tube. You can't tell because you didn't see it, but it is clear up into the 90-degree fitting area there. And so far, that's all looking good. No leaks whatsoever. So that's a good thing. And let's see, what's missing here? Bottle's missing. All right. So the last Saturday, we went and picked up a new mower. And while I was going past, I stopped and got all my tanks filled. So they're all ready to go. So that's good. I got the tires, they're all mounted, balanced, got the screws in them. So I'm ready to put them on. And then we got to come up here and I've got to flow this, since I rebuilt the barrel valve over the winter. I've got to make sure I have that set right. So we got to do that. And then I got to flow test this and make sure it's set right for the nitrous feed. And let's see, before I can do that, I got to put the battery in. There's the battery right there that I ran last year. I was very pleased with it. Cobwebs. So I just kept every, I don't know, once a week or so, I'd throw the charger on it and let it top it off and all that, so it's ready to go. That little battery there is for the motorcycle. So anyway, that's what. So we've been doing little things, keeping in the midst of all the other things with family and life and all that. So we have been keeping things rolling all a bit, sometimes a little slower than I'd like. Anyway, so I think what I'm going to do now, I'm going to get the rear end put up on jack stands. And then I've got to get my kit that I got from Nitrous Express. I think it's this kit. It's a flow check kit. It's their mini flow check kit. I would like to have gotten their big flow, has the big gauge on it, but I just didn't have the money after I had to, knowing I had to buy tires and all that. So what they got here, let me turn this around again. So this is their mini flow check kit. And what it comes with is, I don't mind those are fuel filters for the diesel. So it comes with this. So, and then all this stuff. So let me get that opened up and we'll see. I know I got to make hoses, I believe. So let me see what we got to do. Okay, here. We got the battery is now hooked up. And just to check power, I turned on my master arm on my nitrous, and I did get it wired right, I think. I was kind of pleased with that. So basically, what I wanted to do is kind of a safety is, I've got most of the interior power running through this ignition switch, kind of like on a car. Got to have the key on in order to have power to your interior. This is the same thing. So I ran my master arm on the nitrous here through that ignition switch. So none of this is on unless that's on. Why did I do that, you ask? Well, there's a good reason for that. That's because I personally know of someone, I won't mention my name, I won't mention any names, that has left the gas primer system switch on. I used to have it direct so that even though everything was shut off, you could have that on. And I left it on once and filled a cylinder, and basically it was hydrolocked at that point. So I made sure I never did that again. So everything goes through the switch, master switch. So it has to be on. So whenever I get back to the pits, first thing I do is feather off the alcohol, run a little gas through it, and then I just shut the ignition off. It kills everything and it's all good. This is gonna be the same thing. Don't want any chances of leaving it on. All right, next I'm going to see, I upgraded tire size a little bit, nothing drastic, but it is 1.5 inches wider than my old tires. And section width is, not the tread width, but the section width is 1.5 inches wider. And about 3/4 of an inch taller. Rollout is 3 inches bigger on the rollout. So nothing drastic. I was afraid of going too big and not having enough gear in the rear end, so I didn't go with something major, but it is 1.5 inches wider on the section width. So we're gonna find out what happens. Good luck. All right. Get down on the floor so I can see what I'm doing here. right in here. What are these? These are 31 by 14, 15 drag, Hoosier drag slicks. So that's what they are. So now we'll go around and do the other side. And since it's just a repeat of this one, just not gonna, I'll pick up, back up with you after I get it done. All right. We got the other side trimmed. Now I gotta trim this side, and then we can get the slick back on it and get her down off the jack stands and be ready to go. So let's get to it. I don't want to forget, safety first. All right, that takes care of trimming fenders and getting all that ready to go. So now I just got to take it down off the jack stands and start finishing up. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this video. The only thing I got left to do now is flow the fuel side of the nitrous and fill the front tank and then top the back tank off, and I think we're ready to light a candle on it. So hope to see you guys at the track real soon. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Have a great one.